Oh my God. I've done it again. I'm so thankful I said I hope I hit record. Day 32, guys. 0 to 100k revenue with myself, Zaire, of course. How are you lot? I'm doing okay. I just spent the last 15 minutes recorded again. I need to create a mental checklist, but it's okay because um, I was just rambling as I usually do. But yeah, I thought I would talk to you and give you an update on a few things. I usually think about recording on Sunday nights, but for some reason over the past few Sundays, I've just told myself no. And I guess I don't want it enough, or I guess I don't want to speak to you enough. And I got to look inward and figure out why that is. But hey, I'm here again, and I'm sorry I left you waiting for so long. It was only 2 3 days. But yeah, how you's doing? How you's doing? I'd like some engagement today, so I might ask you a question or two. I might ask you a question or two. I'll think about them. But yeah, I got a few points to mention. The first one is we're looking okay revenue wise. We're not profiting by any means, but we can at least cover some of the debts and the problems that we've got to plug for the next month or so. And one of them is getting revenue. So some of the revenue that we've seen so far this month is about 4,200. The only thing is, as you can imagine, all that's pretty much gone out before it's come in. To give you an idea, I spend about 1,600 at the moment on just living costs, 1,600, 1,700 maybe on my rent and any overheads or bills I am forced to pay. So I don't really have I don't spend an enormous amount, and I'm spending money knowing that I'm not like say I don't have any saving. Well, I'm saving what I can, but I'm not creating mad waves with what I take as a salary. And I know someone can mention, oh yeah, but you have a lot more money income. It doesn't mean anything if you leave with nothing at the end of the day. And you could say all these things, but yeah. Anyway, I don't know why I'm prefacing, like, this is my show. This is my show. So yeah, there's that. Um, paid our instructors and paid staff. Well, freelance staff, of course. So that's good. We're in the right direction. What else is going on? I tweeted today. I tweeted about having some staff. Sorry, no, I tweeted about partnering up with someone. Oh, my hand's a little tingly. Maybe I'm gonna die. Sorry. I've talked about having anxiety, right? I've talked about having anxiety. Uh, and this was one of those, literally one of those moments where my chimp brain, my hypochondriac brain wants to get the better of me, and it wants to tell me, you're experiencing some symptom and something's going to spiral out of control. And this is me walking through, well, I guess walking out loud, how I deal with my anxieties and anytime they flare up or I experience them, and I talk through it and then get on with what I need to do. So yeah, like that's that. The reference to the chimp is the chimp paradox. I think I have it somewhere. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. God knows. But yeah, I'm thinking about partnering up for Love Circular. And I'm not thinking about it, I'm strongly considering it as a viable option. I want to do it mainly because I believe an extra pair of hands would have probably circumvented a lot of problems that we experienced this year. Yeah, I could say having staff would have been helpful, but it's not necessarily staff. It's someone who has a level of vested interest in seeing this, seeing making well, seeing roofing. I can't speak. Seeing out the storm, seeing out the storm, roofing, weathering the storm. That's why was that so hard? But yeah, weathering the storm. With staff, they naturally won't have that level of vested interest, and rightfully so, as you can imagine. But in this scenario, I believe having a partner would be helpful because they can cover my weaknesses and I can cover theirs. Also, there's levels, there's accountability that can be at play. I think having accountability is a major factor, something that I guess underappreciate because I am in control all day long. But it's a very lonely job, and when you have no accountability, sometimes you can let certain things slide. And even when you don't have any accountability, you just don't have anyone to bounce ideas off in a collaborative sense that's got a vested interest in seeing this thing work. So it's difficult to get that feedback in the moment unless you're speaking to customers, which is cool. But when you've got so many other problems that you have to see through, well, see, well, work through, it's very difficult to balance everything. Like, who's speaking to customers if I'm not? If I don't do anything, if I don't do something, nothing gets done. And even just having the clock moving or the ball rolling at all times or a lot more times than what's currently what we're experiencing right now, I think that would significantly improve things. I was asked a question from a person that I was speaking to earlier on, who I'd like to consider to partner up with, and they asked me like what possibly led to Love Circular's downfall. And in that conversation, I talked about the fact that, I talked about a lot of stuff, but even now I'm thinking about it, that question, still thinking about it. One of the things that I guess potentially led to the downfall is having to do it alone. Um, Having to do a lot of it alone, especially when I experienced some significant setbacks in my personal life this year. That was very difficult, and to be in that position, yeah, I think that just impacted the work. And then after that, it was like momentum. How do we maintain momentum? And it became a very difficult job, if I'm honest. So yeah, I've been thinking about that. What else am I talking about these days, man? I got a show reel that I'm excited to do. I've got some work back from some of the students, so I'm gonna check that out. In terms of this week, I think I've got like 6 leads that I can call up and work. And if we can get 6 leads over the line, we could be in a very exciting position and a promising one for filling up the cohort that remains. I think we're down to like the last 3 people for that cohort, which would be amazing to sell out in this month. I'd be very excited because it gives me a little hope. What else do I have in terms of problems or things I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to seeing a little bit of sun. I'd like a little bit of sun before I go to the States. Um, this is like my last full month, I guess, of being in the UK. No, last full month of being in this like apartment, this lovely apartment that I'm very fortunate enough to have been living in for the past 2 years, 2.5 years or so. But yeah, after this, it's pretty much time to go to the States and see how I can build something worthwhile and build something that hopefully sees us celebrating wins more than well, there'll always be problems, and I'm happy to talk to you about the problems, but celebrate more wins. I realized that I was even thinking about this before. I tweet a lot of things that seem like setbacks, or it might seem negative, but I might be trying to put a positive spin on it. And recently, I've been seeing my tweets get a load of, or post, whatever they're called, get a lot of quotes. And I'm like, ooh, I might be getting cooked, man. I might be getting cooked under like someone's burner or someone's private account. I'm thinking, you know what? I don't blame him, because it might sound like I'm just going through bad time and I'm publicizing it for attention. But like, if you know me, if you've seen these videos, you'd know that like the outlook isn't that I want attention for my shittier times. I'm just documenting my story because because no one that I looked up to went through these things and documented them in real time for me to see and understand and appreciate that this is part of the journey when it comes to being an entrepreneur or being someone who goes about life on the harder road, or whatever I'm trying to say. You get the gist. But yeah, this Monday. It's about 10 to 1 a.m. I'm gonna do some tidying up. I'm gonna get back to some messages. Hopefully, get up a little early tomorrow and knock some work out. My focus this week are leads, getting this show reel done. I want to get that done tomorrow, to be fair. I don't know why I keep So get that done, and then after that, I want to, I just want my ad campaigns to be running, like a New Year campaign. So like New Year, new start sort of thing, and hopefully we can get some stuff going for what we're doing. But yeah, shortish video today. Thought I'll keep it sweet. I'm just trying to shit. I just don't have enough to speak about. But yeah, hopefully your weekends were good, and we'll keep it moving. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Woo. Do you say it's recording? Oh yes, it's recording. Jeez.